Hello, my lovelies, and I'm channeling Pluto today, taking you through the zodiac wheel and how do the different constellations feel under Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto. What is Pluto? I am channeling Pluto right now, as you can see. Pluto is a small planet on the outskirts of our solar system that thinks it's very big. It is dense and it's very condensed with energy. It is magnetic and it is that which pushes us towards different things. It is lust that is beyond the beautiful. It is the lust for power. It is the hunger for attention and the hunger for me. It is the hunger for children as well. It is the paternal planet. It is that which makes men desire to father, and also is that which is the father on the chart. And that's something probably quite new that people don't understand. We've always seen as the sun to be the father, but the sun is actually not. The sun is the everlasting youth. It is the forever. It is eternity, innocence, and all things that are completely nonsensical, just feeling of laughter. That is the sun. It is not the father on the chart, though it can be for some people, it depends. For Pluto, Pluto is the father figure in your life, and it is the likely mate that you'll find for your children if you're a woman, and it is the likely way in which you'd father your children as well. But you can of course break through these different systems and create a new paradigm for you. Pluto, first house. Okay, so where is he is in Capricorn. What does this mean? This basically requires us to really take a hard look at ourselves and how much we've grown, how much we've done, and how much we've accomplished, okay? Because Pluto wants to be very big and wants to be very easily integrated by other people as the thing, as God, as king. He cannot really find fulfillment here. But here's the catch. In the first house, if you've got Capricorn rising, if you've got a Capricorn moon or sun, this will affect you greatly. Pluto will bring to you, through you alone, some kind of feeling that you belong. That feeling that you've done it, you've got it, and you will forever be this. If you've got Saturn in the first house, if you identify as any kind of Capricornian energy, what you've got here is the feeling of power that is not really comparable to anything else that you've felt before. And this has been developing from 2008, and it will be escalating till 2023. Now, what to do? You will likely fall in love with you or somebody exactly like you. You will go into a quest where you're looking for you and you're looking to you and you are you alone. You will solidify yourself and you'll really turn around your core. You will really be the solar system to yourself, and you'll really learn what power is all about. Now, what can that do? That can actually put you into really strange circumstances and decisions. It can put you into a really strange void. It can bring to you a lot of imaginations about who you might be, but then never really align to them in the end. You might have, since 2008, developed for yourself many different paradigms and paradoxes in which you were this thing, but also something else. You wanted to be this, but also you wanted to be something else. And usually this means that you'll have an identity crisis for the next few years to come still, just to solidify within yourself the purity of you. By late 2019, you should have a very good idea of where you are and who you are. And the idea of solidification as anyone to Pluto is strange because he's missing out on the hopes and dreams of tomorrow. And this is where usually these people will want to breed or protrude in some different way. And sometimes it can be quite ugly. Okay, so when people want to protrude it because they are afraid of being alone or afraid of being unaccomplished within themselves, they'll often protrude a child, or they'll often protrude something into the world that is not of them or not of this realm, and they'll try to build something up without really giving it enough hope or light or love or humility, really. So what to do? Basically, this transit, and it's been going on for a while for you, is teaching you and is teaching us to trust you, even though you can go wrong sometimes. It is really purifying for you to understand the truth of now. It is really exciting for you to get reality checks all the time. For example, you might think that you're a really great artist, but then you look at your wardrobe where you hide your clothes and your paintings, for example, and you see that you've got no one looking at your paintings, they're just stashed away in a corner. How are you an artist? How come you're not showing them to the world? Say if you've got this desire to be this great figure skater, okay, but you haven't given it enough time, enough practice to be that, you will seclude yourself into feeling that you are that, and it doesn't matter what other people see or think. But you aren't, because you're not practicing it, you're not pulling it out of you into the world. And you will not really be able to pull this thing out until 2023. Okay, so you've got something birthing. You've already had, in 2008, you've had the first really scattered birth. Okay, 2008 you would have experienced some kind of a scattering, like this is me everybody, this is me, this is who I am. A real need for like a grasping of power. This is me, I'm solidified now, this is who I've always been, this is me, this is me, this is me. And then in 2009 you would have given yourself up a little bit and you would have relaxed, but at the same time saw other people as peculiar or disassociated, but at the same time you wanted to be just like them. And that was great wisdom, but also great loss of self. And 2010, you would have gone through a different process, because you would have wanted, and not really got it. So whatever it was for you, you would have really wanted to squeeze something through you and out of you, something to come into life, something to come into truth and purity, but it just didn't want it, didn't want to live. Or didn't want to function. So in 2011 you would have gone through a different scheme where you would have collided with another just for the joke of it, but been completely enamored in it in some way and said, what the hell, I'll just do this, I am this now. In 2012 you would have gone through a period where you discovered different things and questioned yourself in many ways. In 2013, you would have gone under siege and tried to be very particular about things and how they're structured. In 2014, you would have been completely depleted in some way and pulled into the center of your being, where you thought nothing could, nothing could go wrong because you were so deep within. Your ego was kind of maiming itself, like it was hurting itself and it was pulling itself in. And then so this is 2014 and 2015. In 2015 you would have gone out of your way towards a big dream without care and fallen, but eventually rising up as something really grand. In 2016 now you are perhaps experiencing a period of trauma or some kind of disassociation from who you were, wanting to become someone bigger and better and lighter. And in 2017 this will not happen, but in 2018 it would. 2017 you're likely to be looking around too much to what people are saying about you to be able to solidify yourself. In 2018 you're likely to be falling off the high horse, but landing on a bigger horse and finding yourself a bigger thing. In 2019 you're finally going to protrude and do that thing that you're going to do. Now in 2019 is a very interesting time. Be very specific about who you are. Be very identified. Be very truth to you. If you are not able to do that, that perhaps 2019 is not the right time. 2020 is a very wonderful time to completely still and believe that, just believe in 2020. You see what happens. In 2021, I'm going to say this is going to be an unconditional care for you from someone or somebody who is very close to your circles. Someone will just dispatch themselves to give you credit, to give you something big. So that's 2021. 2022, become very still and offer yourself as if you were nothing, but at the same time know that everything will come back to you anyway. And 2023, you will get that thing. You will finally publish that big thing. You will finally get there, only if you provide yourself the time and the money and the health and the stealth and the feeling of abundance to be able to do that. But in the end, it'll all work out. I know this is a very particular reading, but this is just how it's come out in the kitchen the other day, and I felt I needed to do it this way. If you like, you can check out my videos, sign up, subscribe, check out my blog, say hello, buy my book that's coming out soon. Yes, thank you very much for your time.